Shelby, didn't I just see your grandfather come through here?
Oh, yeah. I forgot my lunch, so he brought it. He's in the restroom. Oh, by the way, we're not allowed to wear hats on the job, right? Isn't there some no-hat rule? Grandpa got this for me, and it's really sweet, but he wants me to actually wear it. And I just don't want...
Hi, Shelby. Showing off your new detective hat, huh? I found it for her in a thrift shop last week. You know, she likes it so much, I just had to bring it down here with her lunch. Look at this. Watch this. Huh? Perfect. Looks like one of those great old movie detectives. Guess which one? Humphrey Yogurt. Boy, you guys just work too hard around here. Tell you what, you enjoy your lunch. See you later, Shelby.
Thanks for bringing it, Grandpa.
Here's looking at you, Curd.
I've been packing my lunch lately. I'm just nervous, I guess, because of what happened at my school cafeteria. I mean, we used to kid that the food there was bad. Well, last week, it was downright dangerous. See if you can pick the right suspect from the menu.
I'll never trust that cafeteria food again.
I ain't trusted to begin with. Oh, and today our relationship got worse.
Somebody please put me out of my misery.
I polled all the kids in the hall, and the one thing they all ate was hot dogs.
Oh, man, I had like 11 of those.
11 hot dogs?
Yeah, well, they were plain, and there was no bun or ketchup.
11?
Well, there was wagering involved. Ask Tim. We paid $1 a dog. I think I'm gonna explode.
Better not explode on me. Lean that way, Noah.
I'm so glad you kids are here. Well, not that you're sick, of course. Oh, no. But I'm glad you are here where I can help you. Huh? And fix you all back up again. Happy.
Is there gonna be a shot involved?
No, I'm not allowed to give shots, dear.
Nurse Flores, I think it's the hot dogs that were bad.
Thank you for the tip, dear. But unless you're sick, you have to wait outside. We only have room for those children who need me.
Oh, sorry. Bye, guys. Get well.
Nurse Flores, I heard in the library that some children got food poisoning. And then someone told me that my son, Tim.
Mom.
Tim, how could you?
Miss Jasmine, it wasn't Tim's fault. It was the hot dogs.
I know that. That's why I am so upset. Tim knows that we never eat meat, especially hot dogs. Who knows what they put in those?
Mom, please.
Now, just last night, I was at the PTA meeting lobbying to take meat off the school menu. And today, my own son does this. We will talk when we get home.
Shelby, can you put my books in your locker?
It's not necessary to take the life of a cow so that you can carry your books to school. Macrame is stylish and sturdy.
Wow, must be hard to go to the same school where your mom's the librarian.
Well, it's harder when your mom is so... Never mind.
Detective, what are you doing here?
It seems the lock on the cafeteria freezer was tampered with last night. And in light of the food poisoning, it could have been foul play.
Really?
I'm going to question the cafeteria staff now.
Actually, I'm just heading to the cafeteria myself. I left a retainer on my lunch tray, and I need to go look through the trash.
You don't wear a retainer.
Yeah, well, it belonged to a friend, which is why I really need to find it.
I am simply beside myself. If we don't find out how this thing happened, it could happen again, maybe worse. When I came in this morning, I just figured one of the other cafeteria workers had unlocked the freezer. It wasn't until after the sickness that I realized it had been pried open.
Better get that fixed.
Oh, one last thing, Detective. When I found the hot dogs this morning, the box was open, but The plastic bag that came in was still sealed, like this one. If the bag was sealed, how could the hot dogs have been tampered with?
Do you have the original bag?
I guess we threw it away.
Sorry, I was just looking for a, retainer.
We'll do our best to find the culprit, if there is one. Since the bag was sealed, it's possible that the hot dogs were shipped bad from the factory.
Here comes the I told you so. I hope we can keep this short.
Heard the news, Anna. I told you so.
Yeah?
I've been saying for months them Joy Boy wieners ain't any good. You should have been ordering your hot dogs from Cummings Meats like you used to. Couple of extra pennies, but they're well worth it.
I know, Earl. Listen, we're a little busy.
Now, if you want to add Cummings wieners to your regular order, I can bring them in tomorrow by 6 a.m.
These kids won't trust hot dogs for a year.
A year ain't no good. It's no good at all.
Sorry, if you'll excuse us.
Hey, Anna! I'm not gonna make any money in a year. I gotta pay a mortgage, I got...
Retainer. How you doing, Noah?
I still feel woozy. I think I lost 8 pounds today. The hard way.
What's in a hot dog anyway? It's a mystery meat. You ever read the label? It says, meat byproducts. What's that? Hooves and nostrils?
Cindy, do you have to?
You know, I'm thinking of cutting back on my meat.
Oh, you mean you want to try to eat more of salads and vegetables?
No, I was thinking of having half as many pepperonis on my pizza.
Okay, can we please talk about something else?
How about the case?
Fine, sure, great, anything.
Detective Heinlein says that the hot dogs might have been bad when they arrived at the school. But I think it was probably a deliberate act. There are too many suspicious clues. The freezer was broken into, and the hot dog box was open.
But didn't the manager say that the plastic seal wasn't even broken? I mean, doesn't that mean that the hot dogs weren't tampered with?
Maybe they tampered with the pots that the hot dogs were boiled in.
Yes, and you know who would have done that? Big Betty, the dishwasher lady. She's scary. I mean, you ever see the way that she glares? I've thought for years that she secretly hates kids.
That is so mean. Betty Shackelford has good reason to glare at kids. They're always handing her trays heaped with mashed potato art or with plates glued to the trays. And what about having to scrub pots in scalding water?
Yeah, if I were her, I would definitely hate kids.
Well, we're almost off.
Want to go to CJ's?
I can't think of anything that would make my stomach feel better, let alone something from CJ's.
I don't know. There may be something.
There you go. 2 warm ginger ales for the sick kids, and a cold one for Shelby, who was smart enough to lay off them hot dogs.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Tim. Have a seat.
Oh, those warm ginger ales? I'll take a warm one, too. Of course, if my mother knew I was having soda with processed sugar in it, she'd just have a fit.
Well, hey, you better not put any of this processed sugar in it then, huh?
Oh, that reminds me. I better go call her and tell her where I am.
Guys, this is a bad situation. No one can trust the cafeteria food now.
Who would poison school lunches?
It must be someone who works around the kitchen.
No, not necessarily, because if you can get into the cafeteria, then you can get into the kitchen.
You know, Tim's mom mentioned there was a PTA meeting last night. Did they meet in the cafeteria?
I think so.
And remember how determined she was about stopping the school from serving meat? She was even lobbying the PTA last night. She was near the crime scene. And...
Did I miss much?
Nothing.
I like your mom.
Big Betty. Hey, here's your soda. It's okay, I gotta go home. My mom wants to lecture me some more.
Haha, bringing lunch from home. Nice. So tell me, how do your school friends think about your great new detective hat?
Oh, I was gonna bring it tomorrow.
Shouldn't this be going into your lunch bag?
I'm just distracted. Remember I told you about this hot dog case?
Yeah. So how are your suspects shaping up?
Well, there's Big Betty, the cafeteria dishwasher.
Shelby, Big Betty?
Oh, I don't call her that, Grandpa. But the kids at school gave her a hard time. Maybe she wants to get back at them. And then there's Tim's mom. You know, Miss Jasmine. She thinks eating meat is a crime.
Hey, you should have seen her at the PTA meeting the other night. Ooh.
But there's also Earl Cummings. Since he lost the hot dog account with the school, he had reason to make Joe Boy Brand look bad. Although I'm not sure how he would have gotten into the cafeteria and broken into the freezer without anybody noticing.
Well, sometimes the delivery guys get keys to the early stops on their routes.
Oh, yeah. He mentioned he was making a delivery at 6 a.m. I have to call Cindy.
6 a.m. She'll never make it.
I love the smell of dumpster done. Boy, this is living, huh?
Oh, sorry. I just saw a rat.
Tomorrow, that's gonna be a hot dog.
Dropped off his stuff in the freezer. Nothing very suspicious about that.
Wait a second.
Uh-oh. We gotta find out what he's doing.
How?
Sorry to startle you, but we were supposed to meet the manager, Miss Baumler.
We're doing research for a report in health class on the 4 basic food groups.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, look, there's a fascinating nutrition poster. Over this way.
Anna's not here, but I got a health tip for your report and for Balmer. Old on top.
Huh?
Rotate your perishables, people. I found February's burger order stored underneath April's order. Just because they're frozen doesn't mean they're gonna last forever. I had to rotate 40 pounds of meat.
Bye. While we're here, let's look around for clues. Well, nothing strange here. Anything over there?
I've got nothing but goosebumps.
There's nothing.
Earl's gone. Who could that be? Hey! Ah! The break-in must have broken the handle on the inside. The door's stuck. We're trapped! Help! 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 Help!
Oh, we're locked in.
Well, what are we gonna do?
We can freeze to death or run out of air.
Oh, which one do you think will happen first?
Well, when we get out, we can check the owner's manual. Come on, we better jog to keep warm.
Wait a second. If we run, we'll use up more oxygen.
Well, we have to do something.
Okay.
Oh, man, I hate exercise. Maybe we can all, I don't know, snuggle? I don't know how long I can keep this on.
Maybe if you cut back on the junk food, you'd be in better shape.
What are you, the Surgeon General? What time did the kitchen staff get here?
I think one of them is already here. The hand that pushed me back in had a latex glove on. Glove just like the kitchen ladies wear.
Yes, I know. It's Big Betty. She frightens me.
She must have been hiding here. And when we were getting close to some evidence, and she wanted us out of her way.
She probably wants to put us out of our way for good. In fact, she's probably outside right now sharpening up a big meat cleaver so she can come in here and chop us all up and put us in a Monday's meatloaf.
I want to be a vegetarian.
Well, Big Betty may hate kids, but I doubt you.
I hope we warm up soon before we're late for homeroom.
Don't worry, dears. I'll give you all passes. Hypothermia counts as an excuse. Here, let me warm up your tea.
Thank you.
Now drink the tea slowly. What would have happened if I wasn't here for you poor children today?
This is 2 days in a row for me. Do you sell a season's pass?
Oh, let me check your blood pressure, dear. Careful. Medical supplies should only be handled by professionals.
Right. Sorry.
It's all right. I just don't want you kids getting hurt. And I don't want to let these get contaminated. Does anybody want some more of my tea?
No!
Oh, there's the early bell. Better get to class.
See ya!
Nurse Flores has latex gloves just like the person who locked us in the freezer.
All nurses have gloves like that.
And anyway, why would a nurse want to make kids sick?
Guys, I think my mom's the one that poisoned the hot dogs.
What?
What?
We'll talk at CJ's after school, all right? Bye-bye.
Want my tuna sandwich?
Free?
There are some flyers in the library about vegetarianism. I've decided to try it out. I want to start eating healthier.
If he takes your tuna fish sandwich, what will you have left for lunch?
Corn chips. That's real healthy.
Corn's a vegetable.
Excuse me. Have you seen my son?
No, ma'am.
Oh, I see you got my flyers. Here's a button you can wear. It says, eat veggies, live longer.
Do corn chips count?
I smell tuna. Is that a tuna sandwich? Remember, meat is murder, even when it's fish.
No, it's not my sandwich. I was framed.
Poor Tim. Must be weird to have a parent hovering around at school. Even though I love my grandpa, I wonder what it'd be like to have him here.
Well, wonder no more.
Oh, Shelby. Noah, Cindy, hi. You know, you left the house so early today, you forgot your lunch. And you know what else you forgot? Your favorite hat.
Oh, yeah.
You like that? Terrific, huh? 50 years old, he said. It's still a little dusty, but what the hey.
It's Mr. Wu, right?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Flores. Well, how is your situation going?
Well, I'm still here, aren't I? I'm just going to take it one day at a time.
Good for you.
Oh, what was that all about?
Oh, that was about the PTA meeting the other day. You know, they are just cutting back on everything around here. In fact, you kids better eat up real fast because they're going to want to take this table. Well, I'm going to let you guys alone. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Grandpa? Will you just take this with you? It's just that it's so nice that I only want to wear it on special occasions.
Yes, I understand. I'll just take it home for you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Grandpa.
And so yesterday when I got home, my mom kept going on about the hot dogs. And that's when I realized it. She's crazy enough to have done this crime.
That's your only evidence?
That's not enough? Look, my mom's a health freak and an animal rights freak. I have to eat stupid organic mung bean salads. I can't even have anything leather. I'm stuck with this macrame wallet.
It's not so bad.
No. Actually, it's kind of, not so bad.
Yeah.
And worst of all, she's gonna check on what I eat in lunchroom every day.
Hey, cool wallet.
Whose is it? It's yours.
Will, what kind of wallet do you carry?
Macrame, hello?
Tim, are you trying to make your mom seem guilty just because you want her out of school?
Do you have any real evidence? Like, was she out this morning at dawn?
Yes, actually, she was. Seriously. I heard her leave before 6.
Oh. Well, that changes things. Oh, but keep in mind, we still have other suspects.
I still say it's Big Betty. I mean, she probably locked us in that freezer just long enough to hide some evidence or something.
And she was suspiciously protective about the trash.
Well, I think it was Nurse Flores. If they're thinking of cutting her job like your grandpa said, she could have poisoned the kids to show how much she's needed.
I'm telling you, Shelby, it was my mom. Just tell Detective Heinlein not to throw her in jail.
There's still one thing that troubles me. How in the world was the poisoning done?
Ow! I just stuck myself with a pin.
No, that health kick of yours is pretty unhealthy.
Wait.
What?
I think I know what happened. And who did it. But the evidence might not stay put. I better call Detective Heinlein, and we better get going. Thanks for coming, Detective.
I was actually thinking about coming here anyway. What have you got, Shelby?
I think I know who poisoned the hot dogs. Remember how somebody broke into the freezer, opened the hot dog box, but didn't rip the plastic bag?
They didn't need to open the bag to poison them.
Shelby figured it out when I pricked myself with the pin.
There's one person who could have done it without opening the bag. Nurse Flores.
What's going on?
I'm here to question you about the hot dog poisoning in the cafeteria.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I didn't have anything to do with that.
I think something in your nursing bag might prove you're lying. This morning, when you were trying to warm us up, your nursing case fell open. That's when I saw your hypodermic needle.
A nurse always has needles.
But you said you weren't allowed to give shots.
Yeah, so why would there be a needle left dangerously open in your bag?
Unless you used it to shoot poison into the hot dogs.
The needle explains the bag Betty Shackelford found in the trash. She brought it by the station just before Shelby called. And when the lab checks out that nursing kit, we'll see whether you've been tampering with the hot dogs.
I was only trying to make them see that nurses are important to a school.
Now, you picked an idiotic and dangerous way to try and do it.
Tim! Look what I got at the farmer's market this morning. Organic corn and tomatoes. I got there at dawn to get the best selection. We'll have them for dinner tonight.
So that's where you went this morning.
Of course. What did you think?
Oh, nothing.
I've got to go get my purse, and then we'll head for home.
I feel bad about those things I said about my mom. It's just, I feel like nobody's gonna like me because she's so weird.
Everybody's parents are weird.
Being a vegetarian is actually a pretty good idea.
Noah, did you just say vegetarianism's a good idea?
Yeah. Oh, no, not for me. No, I'd give up air before I give up a burger. I'm just saying that, in theory, it's a pretty good idea.
Everything is back to normal now. They fired Nurse Flores, but they did hire a new nurse. And Betty Shackelford is kind of a hero now. Hopefully, kids will stop gluing their plates to the trays. Also, it's now safe again to eat the cafeteria food, which is good because I always forget to bring my lunch.
You know, your grandfather's pretty nice to bring your lunch and the hat and all.
Yeah, I guess he is.
Shelby, I got all the way to the car and I realized you like to save your hat for special occasions, so I'm just going to take it home.
Oh, no, it's okay. Today is special enough.
Now you look like a real detective.
Thanks. Mystery Files of Shelby Woo was shot at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios, Florida.